Where
That was hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious. Hey guys, glad you tuned in today. I actually started the stream and it started on Zeos's channel.
I gotta fire you. You're fired.
Oh gosh. Let me take my hoodie off now. That was pretty great. Welcome to the podcast, Season 3, Episode 1. Today we are going to be talking about the HiFiGuides Awards, just the nominations for them anyway today, for the best gear of 2018. I've got Z and I've got Josh with me, and Z's plotting my death right now because I accidentally uploaded something to his channel.
Yeah, and it's not even dick pics. I can't even, like, use them to my advantage.
It's just got my face in it, so it's not monetizable at all. Anyway. So I got the chat right here. I can see you guys. I can see me up there. I can see Z and Josh talking there. So we're all good. Everything's all set up.
All right.
How have you guys been?
Funny.
It's been a minute.
I've been great.
You've been uploading a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty hectic. Like a lot of, actually a lot of higher end gear came in, which is nice because I'm like kind of finally getting into not necessarily true hi-fi stuff necessarily in terms of like
I think the actual word hi-fi needs to be defined very strictly.
Yeah,
right.
But,
well,
like it's definitely more expensive gear, so that's fun.
Right. Also, hi-fi in the terms of the HiFiGuides Awards that we're going to be doing today. That's going to be covering a pretty good bit of categories, and we're also going to have People's Choice category, so you guys will be able to vote, so make sure you stick around. I will be putting a link in later so that you guys can vote for your favorite choices. That will be after this video is uploaded to YouTube after the podcast is over with. Somebody asked what my bitrate is at. I don't know, does my bitrate look terrible?
It doesn't look horrible. I mean, it's live, like, can't really expect a whole lot in
That's
terms
fair.
of quality.
Yeah, I don't think it's probably... I highly doubt that it's doing 4K over YouTube stream. Yeah, I'm wearing QC35s. It's easy for me to hear my microphones and nothing else in the room. So...
He's a Bose fanboy.
I'm not. You stop that right now. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, before we get into categories, I want to hear from you guys real quick. What's just off the top of your head, something that just really, really, really stood out to you guys this year? Because I can think of probably a couple. I know Z, I'm sure you're thinking of the Rawls. That came to my mind also, because that's one of the craziest things.
That was pretty sick.
They are, but they're like $3,500 of unattainability and very difficult to use. You can't take them anywhere. They're more like a circus sideshow freak thing. That if you get them, you're a special human being.
Yeah, and here's the thing though, is they weren't bad in any way.
No, you could definitely tell they've been working on them for what do you say, like 8 years, something, 14 years, some imaginary amount of time.
A pretty good while. Z, by the way, what do you set your stream bit rate to? I've got mine set to 9,000 right now. And I feel like that should be good enough.
I do 5,000 on Twitch and that's with moving around in 60 FPS. So,
well, I'm not doing 60. I'm doing 24. It should be fine.
I would say, for me, well. One, I think I kind of have to give a big shout out to the entire industry because I feel like past maybe 2 years actually has been not necessarily revolutionary, but I feel like there's been a lot of good stuff coming in at a good price.
That's fair.
Well, I could say this. I was going to disagree with you, but I can say this.
JDS Labs Atom and the Liquid Spark in terms of measurements, like,
yeah.
If I went out 5 years ago when I first started this with infinite amounts of money to just buy things that were cheap, there would be 8% of what we had.
Yeah.
What we have now. What we have now is amazing.
Yeah, available things in the industry that are like actually affordable and good is just insane.
I mean, even just now the Magni 3 was it for the headphone amplifiers of the world. It was like
right, exactly.
$100 Magni.
Yep, Magni was taking the lead for a long time.
Liquid Spark, Shelly Labs. You got the Atom. You got SMSL's got a couple decent ones that are out there. I just reviewed that MX3 from Topping. Blew my mind. I haven't even played enough with the A30 yet, and that's another competition.
Yeah,
that's just like $100 and blows your mind. I think that's a lot of it's coming down to. I think the resurgence of vinyl almost brings it in. It's like people are being aware. As much as I don't agree that vinyl is like, oh my god, but it's more of an awareness of, hey, maybe some things are worth investing in, both time and money.
Well, that and headphones too. I mean, like we've got like the 4XX and the 58X and the LCD 2Cs are I mean, they're expensive, but they're a good value for what they are compared to a lot of things.
Even if you don't love them, I don't care. I love them all.
That's fair. Everyone has a right to their opinion.
I mean, you're even like with the Alex, for example, you're even starting to see something comparable to a complete flagship of a Vocal, which is the Utopia.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's relatively equivalent. Like it's capable of almost the same sound.
My reviews have been
live
really
to
patrons for a while, but they're not coming out yet. I was kind of waiting for the THX amp to hit, but it's not going to. I didn't want to flood my reviewers with just headphone after headphone to headphone.
Yeah,
but
I'm posting the THX review tomorrow, actually.
You know, the Alexas were definitely a big one for me.
Elex shocked me. Now, I have a question. Who's heard the Clears and the Elex?
I have.
And are they the exact same headphone with different pads?
No, a lot of people are saying, though, that the Alex is actually the Alir with clear pads, and I haven't been able to confirm that. Either way, if that is the case, then those pads would be making a massive difference.
And that's the thing, the pairs I had, the Clears had a leather pad, and the Elex have a satin pad. It was not the same. So I'm just like, what? But
I'm not 100% positive about that. Maybe I'll...
What's up, Pasta? How you doing?
Maybe I'll... Joshua Valor. Maybe I'll send an email out and try and confirm that. Either way, the Alex definitely stands out for me against the rest of Focal's lineup significantly, and for their price, it's very, very surprising. So that definitely is on my list.
That's pretty good.
But certainly like the 5.8X also. I know we've disagreed a little bit on those, but overall, I think they're insane for the price.
Yeah, I want to clear something up so that DMS doesn't get hate mail anymore. Why I did say that the 660s and the 5.8X use the same driver, it really is more like a very similar driver, and the tuning is designed to make them sound the same, and they went too good at it.
They did do a very good job at tuning them similar.
Yeah.
If you really get into the nitty gritty, no, they're not the same, but I know people who own the 660s who bought the 5.8X, pull the foam out and go, oh fuck. So I mean, that's the end of it. It's just like, it doesn't matter what part number is in it. It's damn close. Yet I will not sell my 660s. In fact, I'm wearing them right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
I should have worn those today. Oh well.
I think that well, even Mastrop is kind of encroaching on that $500 to $1,000 range right now as well. But they pretty much have like the under $200 market locked down. Like you got 5.8X, 4XX, or 6XX, and then even K7XX if you're into that. So
they really
with the Alex, that's obviously Mastrop collaboration. The THX amp was a Mastrop collaboration. The LCD2C was supposed to be a Mastrop collaboration. They're really trying to push their way into the mid-high end of audio.
They're trying to be like the no frills. Like they're just, if everything lost its like AKG, and if everything just lost its identity and just became the X series, they would have one of everything. They're literally just putting their paws in everything.
Real quick about that.
I don't hate it.
About that THX amps, I think it kind of stood out to me because it's essentially a balanced amplifier that's not a balanced amplifier but has every benefit that a balanced amplifier would have.
Almost every.
So it's kind of, well, I mean, relatively. I mean, it sounds better than some other balanced amps that I've tried. So
that is definitely true.
I want to point something out about the stream. I have the stream open on my computer right now, and as I sit here listening to Joshua Valor talk, DMS is slowly, silently staring at my junk. He keeps looking down at it.
Am I looking at your junk?
He looks me right in the eyes and then down at my junk. Could you stop what you're doing?
Well, okay, right here where I'm looking right now, that's the stream chat. And right over here is my camera, and then up there is my monitor so I can see my camera. So this is the stream chat. Why is your junk over and off to the left side so far?
No, you were looking straight down. Like,
See, I just think you have issues with people looking at your junk.
Oh, right here? Because if I'm looking down here underneath my camera, that's the audio levels for all three of us.
Yeah.
This is a complicated setup.
Right, well, just stop making eye contact. Wear sunglasses or something. Gotta be cool.
Be Casey Neistat.
Cooler. Be Casey Neistat.
Oh, PewDiePie versus T-Series. Everyone knows the answer to that. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Z loved the Aeolus, but Josh thought they were just okay. So what sound signature do the three of you prefer? Well, I think we all prefer different sound signatures.
I know what I usually prefer is a more relaxed set of headphones, but then I have L700s, which are really not. And then I have Aeolus, which are really not. There are certain like angry, violent headphones that I get into, and then there are certain headphones I just want to sit back and put my feet up. And it's just how I'm feeling in the moment. And a lot of times I'll sit down with a headphone and I'll have to pick. Like, can this do it? As long as a headphone can do something for
as long as it make the go.
Yeah, as long as I could do it in either one of those categories, I will like that headphone. But there are some headphones that just hit me and I just don't like them in any scenario, and therefore they get a meh review.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny that like everything you just said, DMS is exactly the opposite.
Yeah, no.
You know, DMS is like, this does not measure correctly from 4,300 to 4,800. This is garbage.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I mean, I blame that entirely on my studio background, because that's entirely what I'm used to. That was like all the time that I spent, all the years I spent learning about audio was from that objective perspective. So to me, if I feel like I'm missing something, I don't like something. I want everything to be presented as accurately as possible, because that's that's quote high fidelity quote. But be that as it may, we still all definitely have our own kind of subjective preferences. Josh, I don't know what you like. You like a lot of things also. You like 1990s. We both agree on that.
Well, it's weird because like on 2 different days, and depending on the song, I could completely be like in love with the 1990s, or I could completely be in love with like LCD2Cs. It just really depends. Like, I kind of flip-flop back and forth. I try and keep it really consistent in terms of what I'm saying in reviews, but like day-to-day, non-analytical listening to where I'm not judging something, then sometimes I go super clinical, and then sometimes I go a lot more relaxed, like with Z.
Oh yeah.
Although I have noticed that there's, I think 6XX and 1990 are about the only headphone that you and I agree on. I think everything else we have different preferences, which is okay. And it's even cool because it's almost like we have 3 different flavors of reviewer in a sense.
You know, I think that's why people like to watch this. Plus, like, a lot of different people will align with our different tastes, and that's kind of where we build our individual followings from. But I mean, here's the thing too. Like, I have 2 sets of LCDs here on my wall. I mean, I still enjoy listening to them from time to time. I never really daily drive them because, like I said, I really like the more accurate sound. But at the same time, I definitely see the point in enjoying other listening experiences. So yeah.
And there's like, I don't know, like. You're obviously from a studio background. Z's not. I'm not really, but I am kind of like, I'm kind of halfway in between you two, because Z doesn't do any video editing or any audio checking or anything like that. And that's something that I do on a daily basis. So I don't know. I feel like I kind of fit somewhere in between you two, probably leaning a little more on average towards Z than you.
But, I mean, your facial hair, certainly, but
yeah, that's true. We should all grow epic beards, just not shave for like 2 years straight.
That is not happening.
I haven't cut my hair in like 2.5 months. I'm just letting it grow because they're like, I have hair, so let's do that. Full ponytails.
So I was thinking about categories. I was thinking about doing under 200, under 500, under 1,000, and over 1,000.
With this, man. This.
Fine. Let's just say.
Let's just do like under 500 and then over 500, because I feel like that's a good line.
I feel like we should do
well, are we doing
under
like
1,000 and over 1,000 also. I feel like, because there's some crazy stuff over 1,000.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, Aeolus wins, so it's over.
Well, we have to include other things anyway. We have to give them a fighting chance, because some people, I want to do people's choice also, and people might choose something different. So we'll see.
Are we doing like absolute best, or?
No, we're just making a list right now. These are all the different things that we'd like to include in nominations that will then be decided on at a later point after this podcast is done. So,
are we just doing headphones, or are we doing amps? And
for this first category, it will be headphones, and we're just going to list our favorite headphones currently under 500. Just awesome things that things that have come out this year under 500. So I know the 5.8X have to be in there. And I feel like 4XX probably needs to be in there too, because a lot of people tended to like those.
That wasn't last year.
5.8X and 4XX? Yeah, that was definitely in
4XX.
Oh, 4XX.
4XX is old.
Is it?
compared to the
Yeah.
5.8x.
Okay, well, maybe we can't include that one. Shoot, my timescale's all off.
Does it have to have come out this year? Because I don't think.
I guess
think most of them
we could say presently selling, but include things that came out this year. Things that you can currently go out and buy.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. That's exactly what I would. Because like
Damn it.
SHP
Yeah,
9500s
no.
would be a perfect mention, but like they're not available. So it's like, yeah, they're great.
Well, actually, we should. I would literally have a funeral service for them because those things, those make my life so much easier. Because people are like, I have $123 and want to open it ships, and that was just the end of it. That was just the end of my. I didn't have to think anymore. Now it's a damn fucking fight to find out the replacement for it. And you know what? Wait, did the KSC 75s exist forever? Because I love those things.
Those have been around for a minute. Well, let's just say all things that are currently selling then. That just makes it easier.
Yeah.
So under 500, I want to put the 5.8x in there. I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's the best
5.8x,
under
you gotta do
500,
it.
but it's definitely
Put it
very
on the
competitive
list.
for a budget
You know
headphone.
why? Because you put it on the list because everyone who owns a set goes, fuck, is going to vote for it.
Well, let me ask you this: Do you think that the 5.8x is worth the $50 extra off compared to the 6XX, or do you think the 6XX is $50?
I think the
worth-
6XX is $50 better. It's just much more
Really?
resolving. Yeah, but
I don't. Look, the 6XXs are 650s, and I chose 600s over 650s.
Yeah,
so if
and
the
that's
6XXs
our
have like
opinions.
600s, they'd have a fighter. They'd have a more fighting chance for me personally.
$3 Canadian. Support your local DMS and team. Big thank.
Oh, the princess is throwing things at us.
I certainly think that the 6XX is worth it just for the looks.
I
hate the 5.8x. It looks so bad.
The 5.8x are better tonally, and the 6XX is better as far as technicalities are concerned outside of frequency response. But I also enjoy 6XX more because of the ability to use them with a tube amp and other things like that. So, at that point, it's subjective, I think, more than anything.
Here's the thing. Could you own both and use both in different scenarios? Absolutely.
Yes.
So there you go. That really, they're not fighting with, just because they're the same shape and the same company, they're not the same sound or the same goals.
I think, yeah, they're for
You
different
can
use cases.
Have both.
Yeah.
Um,
They're both really nice, though.
So I think we should have something smaller than under 500, but maybe we'll just do like an
we
ultra
could go
budget.
Like the ultimate budget. Like once the winner is picked, that'll forget
Well,
it. This is-
KSC
we're
75s are the
overcomplicated.
ultimate budget. Let's be real.
I wore them all day today, and I wore them all day the day. I wore the mash drop ones with the microphone built in. I made a phone call, and if you bend the backs right, they are magical.
Yeah.
They don't hurt. They're just like, why does it? I would honestly, I said it on my review, which hasn't been published yet, but I'm basically complaining that they need to have MMCX connectors on them.
That would be
and
pretty
they
cool.
could charge $30 a pair, and I'd easily pay that.
Well, why don't we just do an under 100 also? We'll include CALs and KSC 75s.
Cows have to be in there.
Or Porta
And
Pros
Porta
into
Pros.
bass.
And C, you want the Civias.
Civgas, I mean, literally name your Civga. It's great. Everyone
Really?
has
I've heard a lot of people saying they don't like them.
I don't
every
like them
single
personally,
one of them
but
I've got the O2s, the O4s, the O5s, and the O7s, and they all sound different. Yet they all don't bother. None of them sound like cheap. None of them are built cheap. Of course, some of them have not enough bass. One has too much bass. But that's all a sound signature within a range of very acceptable for like $89. I'm not looking for $300 headphones for $89. I'm looking for good $100 headphones that you can pick your sound signature, and these absolutely work for that.
Somebody said it costs ESP95X, which are the cost electrostats, which are under 500.
You know what?
That's not bad for an electrostat.
It's not bad, but would you rather have those than like any other planar for $500?
That's tough. That actually
See, there
is
you go.
genuinely tough. But the fact that it's that tough, I think, means it's worth considering. But
mean,
also,
you
they
could put it-
didn't come to my mind off the top. When I
Yeah,
think of
no,
an under
I don't
$500
even
headphone, I
think
don't
about
think of those. Okay. Well, let's keep rolling. 660S, that's under 500 now, isn't it? Or right at 500?
They're like 420 right now, actually. Like 420.
660S, and I think 1990 is over 500, isn't it?
I looked today. It's like 525.
Sundara. Now here's the thing. I have the Sundaras in my Amazon shopping cart.
No, they're $595.
Tempted to check out. Just get them. Just spend $500 on them. But I can't bring myself to do it because I have like 3 stars on Amazon.
Yeah.
It's like I want them. I want to try them. I want them. The bullet points are all there. Everyone's been talking about them. They're the right price for a good planar. I can't make the leap. And you guys don't know about this, but it is out. I think they're out. Are the Alaras out? The Brainwaves Alaras, which are the Yoga rebrands?
I'm not sure.
It is worth noting, though, that I don't see any complaints about the actual sound. It's all just about the quality control.
Really?
The Alaras are in stock. Also, the Advance. Anything from Advance? What do you guys think about those?
I mean, I got... Well, wait, did I get both? I got the Advanced
Alphas and GTRs.
Okay, so I thought were a slight disappointment, so I wouldn't include them. But the Alphas I have on my wall, so that says everything.
Yeah, I feel like the GTRs should maybe be in this list. Just because they were really unique.
I have to disagree with both of you there. There were certain parts about both headphones that were cool, but they just didn't sound good to me.
If you
like, it was kind of like one of those like bullet point headphones where you're like, yeah, checks this box and that box and this box. But
the Alphas were super well built and with the right amp sounded great. When you underpowered them, they actually sounded a little bit softer, and when you powered them properly, it actually brought the highs up to the point where it was almost hurtful. But it was one of those headphones that's like a forceful sound that I can enjoy occasionally.
I powered them properly. Like, I had them running balanced off the NFB, and it just, I don't know, it just wasn't, I wasn't vibing with it, I guess. Like, it was one of those things, though, where it's like, yeah, I mean, I could see somebody liking this. Just,
you know what headphone? You know what those sounded the best on? My FIO Q1, the little portable amp. They honestly sounded the best on that. We got to talk about that later on today, about
your FIO.
How many headphones that we've encountered that are so amp dependent it's almost dumb to rely on.
Yeah, things that are. I don't mind something that's a little bit amp dependent, but if it's crazy amp dependent, then I just I'll pass. All right, I'm gonna swap these other headphones on. These are getting uncomfortable.
You were doing the jaw thing, DMS, and you're turning all the women on. Just fix it. Quick, what headphones did he have on?
I had the QC35s on, and they were getting uncomfortable. So I put on 2Cs.
I've got that Viking weave cable. Did you see that cable that the guy in the UK made for me, the jeweler?
Yeah, no, we talked about it.
Yeah, we did talk about it, but
that's pretty wacky.
Yeah,
that's insane.
That.
I've still got that Periapp cable that I got for these LCDs, and I love it. But it doesn't have a small termination on it, so I'm using this one right now. Where were we at? I got completely lost.
We were talking about turn-ons, and
we had done $100, I think.
Oh yeah,
we're still counting in devices. Yeah, I think we're still going up.
$100. We've got Cal, KSC75, Porta Pro, and Sivga.
Can I point out? I would like to point out. Have either of you heard the Taxar Pro 82s? Because they're like one of my go-to.
Not long enough to have an opinion on them, but I've heard that they're very comfortable.
The most comfortable headphone I've ever worn. Period. Like, name a headphone, they're more comfortable than it. I don't know how that's possible for $80. Cooler Master decided to license the design, spruce it up a bit, and sell a gaming headset with it.
Really?
And if you get the MH751s, it's that without the base port switches. Slightly better build. I think I have them here. I think a slightly thicker pad and an integrated, like you could actually plug a 3.5-inch mic into it, and they're going to be one of my favorite headphones when it comes out. And I actually bought the HyperCloud X Alphas to compete against them, but I'm not sure if it's going to win.
Right. Also, yes, I am compressing my mic at the moment. Where did the thing go? Oh, M1060Cs.
No love for the Monoprice Retro. Honestly, I have to give them. They're on my wall. I just look at my wall. Things that are for sale on my wall.
I can't look at your wall. I can imagine.
With a pad swap. If the price, if they still have stock of the M560, not the 565, the M560.
One more triple driver is $100.
Really?
Yeah, from Best Buy apparently.
That's insane.
That's a pretty good deal, just for the build quality.
Yeah, the over-ear head or the
for like 130.
Yeah, the one more triple
really
headphone.
Enjoy the
Holy
T60
shit.
RPs.
That's pretty insane for that
deal.
cost.
T60, how much are those?
T60s are 300.
Okay.
The problem with the T60s is the damn wires they come with because they're wired internally balanced.
If we're putting T60 on this list, I'm putting Argon on this list.
Put it on the. Why the hell wasn't Argon on the list first thing?
I don't know.
What's wrong with you?
Because I'm insane.
The Argons are Argons.
Argons are on my wall too.
Argons are on my wall. Argons are literally the first thing on my wall.
M40Xs with a pad mod. Great.
For the
T20.
people.
All right, so in the under 500 list, we have 58X, 4XX, 660S, M1060C, T60RP, and Argon currently.
Oh, you know what? Add the HiFiMan Edition S because they dropped from like $250 to $150 to $75, and they're built well enough. They should cost about $120. At $100, with the backs off, they are really solid headphones. I use them almost, not daily, but whenever I have a phone call, those are the ones I put on for long phone calls.
Fair.
I actually have the Tacony Blues here, and I'm not sure if I want to give them a spot there, but I'm going to give a shout out by saying on this podcast, Tacony Blues.
Let's get, hold on one second.
Mason's comments worry me. He says, Skull Candy Riff, so hi-fi. You need help, son. You need help.
You don't know.
Have you guys seen the deals going on at Odyssey website?
That's been going on for.
They're very good
Black
deals.
Friday.
Yeah, I'm really curious about the MX4s because they're from 3,000 to 1,500.
Yeah, those are LCD 4s basically that you can power off of like a phone or a laptop.
They're magneted on one side LCD 4s.
Yeah.
And if I like the LCD 4s, I'd consider it. But I didn't like the sound of the LCD 4s, so I'll pass.
They were bassy boys.
They were just violent. Like, I couldn't wear them for more than 25 minutes without wanting to rip my eyes out of my head.
Domestic abuse headphones.
Look how fucking excited I am. I worth $4,000. Can you hear how excited you are? It was like, yeah, that's great. Like, it would absolutely sell.
Oh, that's LCD 4Z. Oops, I don't know which one the other one is. There's like 3 versions of LCD 4 now.
Oh, you talking about the in-ears?
No, the MX4 is the lighter LCD 4. Okay. Then the LCD 4Z is the easy to power LCD 4.
I'm confused and scared. I'm just gonna stop talking.
If I remember from RMAF correctly, I think the MX4s had pretty amazing build quality. Like the
I find
outsides
that
on metal.
likely. Yeah.
I think the pads were super nice. And do you remember the LCD 24s? Those
the
like
ones that guy had that were like, yeah.
Those
they
were
really
so good.
Ooh,
so good.
stop. Ooh. What was that pair of headphones we couldn't get that Ooh Audio booth had? Someone mentioned them to me the other day, and I was like, wow, yeah, I remember I heard those. They were like the Boss or the, oh God. They were like a planar set that we couldn't achieve.
From Woo Audio?
Oh, hey, somebody
was
said
just demonstrating them.
somebody said put CAL drivers in a Sigva housing. I did that, and then I accidentally broke one of the drivers. But it was really cool until I did that.
You do that a lot.
Yeah.
You like to just throw away money. It's great.
Yeah.
Hey, I see a Behringer mic phono pre there. There, mic pre, yeah.
Yeah, right back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
That's what I was using for my my desktop mic over here. I'm using a big old Mackie 12 channel interface for this other one though, because I have a mic there and there and there.
You're talking
and
about
there,
the
and there.
No. What we saw was like $500 or $600, and it was. I don't remember the name of it. Damn it.
The guy who
mentioned it
made
to
those
me.
cons, Z, is in the comments. He's asking for an honorable mention. What are your thoughts on it? I liked it. Have you tried it yet?
I've used them for about a half an hour, and then I put them down, and I just started. I have to just get other things off my desk before I could sit down with them. I did take the screenshot of them today, though, so they'll have a wallpaper, or they'll have a good thumbnail. But I mean, there's I can't complain about the build. And I use them to monitor something, and I was like, ooh. But you know what? I don't remember what this. He completely changed those, right? He hasn't left them stock, so I have to really assess them on their own. All right, what are we talking about now? Good night, Bitwolf.
I haven't heard the mod yet, so I can't comment on it yet.
We're talking about that guy from RMAF because he had the best mods.
The guy who like walked up to us and had like a bunch of modded headphones. I don't remember what his name was, but he did some crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy stuff.
Do we get a card? He got our cards. He didn't have a card.
Yeah, I need to hear from that guy. I wanna pick his brain.
Go onto my my channel and email me if you wanna.
Yeah, if you're the guy who had all the modded bears, hit us up because that was wicked. Oh, Z, there's a question for you that involves speakers.
Where is it?
Says, can't decide which one to keep, Yamo S803, KEF Q100, or Klipsch RB61.
Wait, which one to
Q100's
keep?
on a desk, S803's in a room, and I haven't heard the RB61s, so I can't judge. I know the RP series is amazing, but the RB61s, I don't know. I can't judge the last one, but KEF's on a desk, Yamo's in a room.
There you go.
Boom.
Anyone have a review coming out for that SMSL M9 on Mass Drop? I don't.
M9.
Also, under 500, more things that we can think of off the top of our heads that go in this category.
Oh, didn't you buy this, Z? The M9?
Yes, the one that dropped from like 450 to like 130. The very pretty one, but it's like, why is no one buying this?
It's got like a screen on it.
Yeah. I just threw I threw some of the patron money at. I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
There you
see
go.
what this thing's doing.
That answers your question. So under 500, we got the 58X, 4XX, 660S, M1060C, T60RP, and the Aragon for our nominees so far. Would you guys like to add anything else to the under 500 category, or should we keep going?
I think we go up. We go. I mean, are we gonna do under 500 now? Also, like players and things like the FIO.
This is just
M9.
for headphones right now.
Just for headphones, and we're good.
Oh man, but there's the H6. That's 234.
Oh, fuck. You know what we fucking also forgot?
Huh?
M1060Cs.
I put that on the list.
Oh, it's on the list. Okay, good.
Yeah. Real quick, while we're going through, I'm gonna go through the HiFiGuides site and just look and see if there's anything on there that should be on that list. I feel like the DT880s are amazing, but I feel like people aren't going to vote for them.
They come up all the time, and I've listened to two pairs. One pair I didn't like at all. The other pair was very good. I'm not sure who to believe.
The high impedance ones sound completely different from the low impedance ones.
I did not bid on that car that I just posted in the chat, and I'm kind of upset because that's my car. Look at it. It screams me. Just completely out of...
Where did you put it?
In the actual top chat.
I'll check that out eventually. Looking to see if there's anything else in here that should be in this list.
Naked pictures.
Should we put any noise canceling headphones in there, like the PXC 550, the new Sony MX3s, or the QC35s?
Oh, what about the Mobius?
Oh yeah. Well, that is a really interesting one.
I mean, it's under 500. That's for sure. Yeah. Oh, Fakkel fucking erupts, jackass.
Oh, yeah.
Virum 1s, even though you guys haven't heard those.
Yeah, I haven't heard either of them.
What a poor boy.
I know.
Let's put in the erupts and the Mobius.
Yeah, the erupts and the Mobius, and the Virum 1s are one of the things I'm waiting for the most. But the guy's not messaging me. I haven't messaged him, so I'm not assuming anything's gone wrong. But those are the biggest planers you've ever seen. They're like HE1000s for like 300 bucks.
Speaking of HE1000s, I'm very curious about the Edition X's.
Edition XX.
Is it 2X's?
Yeah, well, there's an Edition X that the HE1000s are out, then the Edition X came out. I'm like, don't buy the HE1000s. The Edition X are the same thing. Now, Mashup has an Edition X of the Edition X, so it's the Edition XX.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one. The Master one. That looks very interesting.
The Vakler ups are not closed, but they don't leak very much.
They're semi-open. They're vented. Yeah, semi-open gaming headphones. So I think that's good enough for the under 500 category. Let's go under 1,000. And for that list so far, I have the LCD2C, the LX, and the DT1990.
Stax L300 Limited.
Yeah.
With big asterisks on them because
True.
I'm almost upset. I couldn't visualize myself owning those and not the L700s.
Right.
Because I paid so much for the L700s. I also couldn't imagine myself selling the L700s to keep those.
You know, I wanted to evaluate the monoprice electrostat that came out. That's like a $600-something electrostat, but it's not here yet. I think it's supposed to ship in like a week or something, so that won't be here in time for me to check out.
Add the Brainwaves Alara. Add the Brainwaves Alara to that list because I'm mildly struck by mildly. Like, I wore them for quite a while.
Okay.
And I don't do that to new headphones.
Is there anything else we should drop on there under 1,000? I can't think of much.
What do you have on there?
LCD2C, the Alex 1990 L300 Limited, and the Brainwaves Alara.
Okay, well, is the L300 Limited technically considered under 1,000 because it's proprietary to an Energizer? Like, you have to have it.
I mean, look, you can get a cheap. It's like $700, so you can, for $300 you can definitely get an Energizer. So I'm gonna call yes. Emutiques, yes. I was so close to buying those on Massdrop. It's not even funny.
Should those go in?
Those should go in. Those are my favorite Fostex-ish wood-backed
Foster driver.
Like, yeah, it's like someone like Fostex will make a headphone for anybody.
Fair.
So I mean, but the Emutiques are like one of my favorite. I remember going through the 610s and all the mods and the Lawtons, and I just remember going to the Teaks and going, wow, why don't they sound like this?
What do we got in the way of over $500 closed-back headphones?
Not much. Oh, Ananda is just under 1,000.
That is the Anandas. Well, the Anandas are the HE1000 Edition X, Ananda Edition XX, same family of.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that should go in the under 1,000 category.
Yeah, you can put that on there.
I don't know about closebacks. We don't have many closebacks on this list.
Closebacks are so fucking hard to.
We should
name 8 of them under $150 that I'd own, and I can't name 8 of them over $150 that I don't. That's weird, but it's what it happens.
There's only like 2 on this list, I think. Let me go back and check.
The retros. I would count the Argons as closed.
Yeah, the Argons
are closed.
I'm gonna throw DT1770s in there, even though I
don't like those at all.
I was gonna say I kind of hate those also.
I don't think they're the best, but they're like one of the only like closed back headphones. And if you need closed back headphones and you want to pay that much,
but that's the thing. If you need closed back headphones, you don't have to pay that much. If you can, like, I wouldn't even put the Aeons on the list. What are your thoughts, Steve?
I didn't try the closed. I tried the opens.
Yeah,
I tried them both.
They weren't special to me. They just weren't special to me at all. I just thought of something and now I lost it. Where did it go? Oh, Meze Empyrean I think should be over 1,000.
The Massdrop does have the Ether C closed, I think, Massdrop edition, but I haven't seen anybody who's reviewed it.
Oh man, we heard those at RMAF.
The Massdrop ones?
I think so, yeah, because they had them at Mr. Speaker's booth.
Really?
Yeah. Remember Z, you were talking about the difference between them. Did we lose Z? If we lose him, he die.
Z died.
Z, did you die? He's probably
dead. You have a heart attack?
It's entirely possible. Hopefully he didn't.
It is. Trying to find it on Amazon or on Massdrop here.
Oh, you gotta do a little bit of investigation.
The Ether CX closed.
Well, regardless of that, I'm gonna list some of... Oh, Z, are you back?
Yeah, I had to go and deal with the thing.
You heard the difference between the Massdrop Ether Cs at RMAF, didn't you? You heard the other version of the Ether C.
Massdrop?
Yeah.
You mean the... What?
Yeah, they have a... Ether
There's
C.
a mod
they
that
were at...
Mr. Speaker sells that turns them from 1.0 to 1.1.
Ah, that's what you're talking about. Okay.
Yes, I heard it, and here's the problem. I didn't... From what I could tell from a... I think it was playing on a tube amp, too. I think it was a tube amped version with the mod on it and music I didn't know, so I was not prepared to judge that.
Alkali says DMS needs to lose the gauges so he can wear headphones with it actually comfortable. This doesn't affect my comfort at all.
He's going to install certain sound dampening in there and it's going to help him out.
Yeah, definitely. That's the plan.
He's so defensive over those gauges.
I just had them for a million years. So I don't know if there's anything else we need to add under 1,000.
I don't think so.
Under 1,000? They almost are over 1,000, so let's keep going.
Over
We can
1,000 I've
always
got.
go
Yeah, we can always go back. Over 1,000 so far. I have Aeolus, Otor, Ananda. Wait, Ananda's under 1,000, so let me move that. Aeolus, Otor, Volce, and Empyrean. I want to put Diana Fee on there, but it's so expensive.
I'm gonna force you to put the TH909. I don't care what you think about it.
So here's the question.
All right.
Do you think the Ether 2s should go on there?
They are the most comfortable planar, period.
Yeah. I will agree with that.
So I'll put them on there for that.
Certainly.
The Ether squared.
Yeah. I mean, I wish you could. We spent a long time listening to them too, and I honestly, when people ask me what they were like, I'm like, good.
They were
They're not
interesting.
good. I really
You'd have
need
to
them
hear
here.
it, and you'd have to really like the sound.
I was just talking to Ryan with Modhouse about that. It's like, honestly, they were good, but there was something that was weird about them that I couldn't quite put my finger on while listening to them.
Mr. Speakers makes the most amazing closed-back headphones in the face of the earth, and he's only makes okay. Like, I would honestly, there were $400 headphones I'd rather have over the Ether's open back, like the original Ether open backs.
Mm-hmm.
Just I didn't like the sound, but the Ether C closed, I will run you over with my car to make sure I keep my set. So it's just he can tune closed headphones better than open.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Do you guys want to put anything like? Well, we have Aeolus and Otor. Do you think we should put any of the closed backs on here, like the Z1R or the Icon or Atticus or anything like that?
Atticus.
I feel like I'm gonna put Icon on here because I love Icon.
I have a feeling you're gonna put Icon. I love the Atticus.
I don't think either of you guys really liked
Ether
Z1R that
C-Flow.
much.
C1R, here's the thing.
Okay.
I would put it on the list just because it sits there and laughs at everybody else in the list. Because it's not trying to compete with it's so sharp. It's just, fuck you, big loud sound.
Do you guys like any
cool,
over
bro.
1,000 LCDs? The X's are pretty dang good.
X's,
yeah.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that.
On my list.
Wait, are we doing like 1,000 up?
Yeah,
I think
1,000 plus.
to 1,000,000. I don't think we're
200.
gonna do like another one that's like 3,000 and higher.
Yeah, I put Diana Fee on this list. I guess Susvara counts as expensive ones too.
Well, you might as well put on the what's it called? Put on the damn I've lost my mind.
I put the Volce on here.
No, the ones we listened to at RMAF, the ones that are made out of tweeters.
The Rawls.
Rawls, thank you. Those things I can't. I talked to the guy and he's like, "Yeah, you're on a list," and I'm like, "I don't want to be on a list. I want to be above the list."
I am the list.
Bitch, I got more subscribers than anybody.
So here's the problem: is like Susvara is better than a lot of these, but it's just so unreasonably priced.
How much is this far again?
$6,000.
Yeah, no,
Whoa.
that's almost doesn't even. Hey, put on the list.
It's
Only
on the
people
list.
you're
The
able
thing
to
is,
vote
it's
for
not
have
it's
heard
not
it.
6 times as good as Aeolus at all.
Oh, no. I love how none of us are even mentioning Verite. I have to email Zach, and it's gonna be like.
It's
Hey,
just.
Zach,
Look, I don't feel
glad
bad
you
about
made
not
other
mentioning
headphones.
Verite because everything else ZMF makes is just
oh,
damn
yeah,
near a
everything
work of
else has a
art.
place in my heart,
Verite,
and, like,
every company makes something
it's
that
like
just
literally
isn't
just that
stellar.
sound.
Yeah.
It's just.
Every company makes something that's not stellar, and Verite is just not ZMF's finest work. But that's okay because this year they brought us Aeolus, and Aeolus is just a masterpiece.
You're gonna make me put them on. I haven't worn
Alex
them
is
like
down
a
in
week.
the under 1,000 category. These are, by the way, just for everyone wondering, some more people have tuned in since the start of the podcast. These are nominations, and we are going to be doing. We're going to be picking from each category later, and we're also going to do a People's Choice where you guys can vote and pick your favorite ones for each category. And then next week, or maybe later this week, we'll be announcing the actual winners of each category for 2018. But right now, we're just going through and adding in all the nominations. So if you know something that you want added, put it in the chat, and we will definitely consider it.
We should
Moving
add
forward.
a forum post on HiFiGuides.
Right. Well, we don't have that functionality ready yet.
Hammer it with money.
Hammer it with money.
You have a weird, terrible chair, by the way. I don't like it.
It's very comfortable. I got it because it forces me to have good posture.
Really? Every person I've ever talked to besides you who talks about gaming chairs say they're horrendously uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, this is one that, like, it's great. I got this one
So what, you're
specifically
saying
for the
it's
ergonomics.
the worst gaming chair? Because it's not comfortable at all.
It's comfortable for long sessions of sitting because I sit for like, 12 hours. And
does it make you a better gamer though? That's the real question.
Oh yeah, totally. I get so many more FPS with this
His
chair.
K to D is like 3 times greater.
Yeah, because my back is just straight up all the time, so I just have to be focused directly on the game like nonstop. But no, just because I edit all day long, it's better to have something with good posture. And at the end of the day, I'll feel better with something like this than if I'm sitting in a chair that's just like lounging, because then I get up out of it and my back just goes. So.
Well, actually, technically, good posture is like a 45-degree angle. So you're gonna have to lean back just a little bit there.
That's not right. You're wrong.
Well, I have a standing desk and I stand up a lot, so. It makes you the best in Fortnite. Will you look at that, Z? That's your comment right there.
That's it. Whip it out.
Yeah, that's
Top 5 headphones for Fortnite. Phone.
That's the one for Zeos. Zeos is such a big Fortnite guy.
I should go through my Amazon and see if anyone bought Utopias.
For Fortnite. That wasn't your Fortnite video, wasn't it? That's rough.
I had 4 headphones. I had 4 really good cheap headphones.
You recommended Utopias for gaming?
I needed a 5th headphone, and I'm like, if I'm going full troll, I'm going full troll, and I pulled the most expensive headphones at my disposal.
What do you?
I never mentioned the price either. I just said they're a little bit more money, but they're gonna make you the best.
Do 820s or 800Ss belong on this list? I'm kind of conflicted on that because I don't like either that much, but some people like them.
Here's the thing: they're like
so
the
iconic,
best at certain
them.
things.
I can't think of anything that they're the best at besides Soundstage.
Soundstage, that's the thing.
Is there anything else they're good at?
I don't hear them get good in Soundstage. I've heard better Soundstage. Fucking Vocal Erupts are better at Soundstage.
I've heard better Soundstage. I haven't heard as wide of Soundstage, but I've definitely heard better Soundstage.
I've got the 800s here, like right now, and still to this day, they're straight up the best
800 or 800S?
800. They're still the best gaming headphones.
Treble murder, gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But for gaming, awesome.
All right, you want me to blow your fucking mind right now? If you said I had the game for the rest of the year in either H800, H800S, HD820, or KSC 75s, KSC 75s every fucking day.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. I played Arma 3 in them 3 nights ago. My friend comes back, he's like, Arma 3's got a new mod. Play it. And I was wearing the KSCs all day, and I just unplugged them from my phone, plugged them into the goddamn THX amp, sat here and nearly shit my pants every time something whizzed by me or exploded. And they have low end. That's the thing. That's the thing that no one can grasp, is they actually make low end happen too, upon the crazy soundstage and imaging and everything. It's like, why are these $15?
I'm telling you, you should try them with SonarWorks TrueFi, because it just makes them 20 times more insane.
Oh, I don't want them to be better than this.
No, you should, because then you'll listen to them and the low will go crazy into the sub bass and you'll just be like, what's happening?
Oh, God. I don't want...
It's actually scary what it does to them.
Don't make me do this, man.
God, I kind of wish I kept, like, the guy who let me review him offered to allow me to keep them, and I turned them down.
Josh, buy a pair. They're $12. Shipping probably costs more than buying them.
$15. If you want the ones with the shittier wire, but the mic, Monoprice has them for $16.99. Like, literally accidentally buy them. I made a video. It's like, look, fuck you all, buy these.
Yeah,
I literally stopped and yelled at them. I like, look, I don't tell people to do things in my videos, but fucking buy these and complain to me later.
Anything else that needs to go on here, you guys? Anything else you can think of?
Over 1,000. Sky's the limit. Walking around RMAF. You got the 909s in there. That's fine. I don't know. There's nothing really else that comes to mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm out.
I feel like we're done. I think we tapped out of headphones.
This person said they plan on getting HD700 or DT1990. You should definitely go with DT1990 out of those two.
Yeah, no, 1990 in a heartbeat.
So here's what we got. Under 100, we have the Cal, KFC 75, Porter Pro, the Sivgas, the One More Triple headphones, the Takstar Pro D2s, and the HiFiMan Edition S. Under 500, we have the 58X, 4XX, 660S, M1060C, T60RP, Argon, H6, the DT88600 Ohm, the Vocal Erupt, and the Odyssey Mobius. This is just like I'm just listing off numbers like crazy, and it's just my brain doesn't.
I feel like this is terrible.
You're just saying things, but I'm not comprehending what you're.
All right, I'll slow down a little bit for the rest.
And then just pop that shit up on the goddamn.
For
screen.
under 1,000, we have the LCD2C, the Alex, the DT1990, the L300 Limited, the Brainwaves Alara,
yes.
the Emutique, the Ananda, and by Josh's request, the 1770.
Well, okay, it was a half request. It was an honorable mention for a closed back headphones.
He begged us
other options.
Put him there.
I'm
gonna leave it next to it and it says Josh's request.
No, I don't think it's worth the money compared to open backs at the same price.
Okay,
not even close. But since we have no other closed back options,
I'm just gonna transcribe everything you said into it and leave it in the list. By Josh's request. I don't really think it's as good as everything else, but I think we should put it in here anyway.
2 paragraphs. Oh,
yeah,
that's funny.
It's just the 1 vote option. Over 1,000, we have ZMF Aeolus, ZMF Autor, the Mr. Speaker's Voce, the Abyss Diana Phi, the TH909, the Ether 2 or Ether squared because it's funny and has a tiny 2, the ZMF Atticus, the ZMF Icon, the Ether C Flow, the LCD-X, Susvara, and the Rawls.
The Rawls.
Oh, 99 Classics, that's a close back under 500.
Yeah.
But also,
you know what?
You know, though, they don't have to have an amp, and that's a nice thing.
They are. And they're pretty, and they're universal. And by the way, I switched to the Alaras just now.
I'm going to throw those in.
From 660s, you got clearer. I don't know how that's
possible. Will you look at that?
Oh, dear God.
So,
felt like
there's a number of microphones around me, by the way. If I talk up here, if I talk down here. I told you,
like 7 microphones on.
I have a ton of microphones around me because it just makes it easier. No matter which direction I face, I'm still nice and loud.
That's something that DMS would do.
It is something I would do. Just wait till you see. Okay, so I need to actually mention this because I put Monoprice 600, 700 microphones. They sent me a ton of these, and I'm going to be using them for a lot of things. So yeah, that's going to be really fun. And you guys should definitely stick around for that because it's going to get kind of wacky. And right now I'm using a bunch of them for the podcast today. Actually, I do have plans for what I'm going to do with these on the podcast in the future. But that's going to start... the things I'm going to be using these for is going to start in 2019, but I still wanted to bring that up.
2019!
It's crazy to me that 2019 is already coming up. It's just going by way too fast.
It's basically here, man.
DMS ASMR, that's a mouthful.
DMS ASMR.
DMS ASMR.
That sounds like a chant. DMS ASMR.
Oh gosh.
That's what we're looking for.
Somebody said M10. Oh, sorry, I want to say M1060. M60X or Dakoni Blues.
Ooh. They're different use cases.
Two very.
The Dakonis you really have to have an amp, and the M60s are more portable.
M60s are like literally, I would not use them in my house unless I use them when I went to the plane on Denver. I wear those. If I'm going someplace, I'm going on a subway, I'm wearing the M60s. They fit around your neck. The Dakoni Blues are sort of like, why is this guy wearing full-size headphones out?
Oh, Meze Empyrean is on this list, by the way. HE1000 V2 is by request by somebody in the comments, but the thing is we already have Ananda in this list, and I feel like Ananda is kind of HE1000.
Ooh, Ananda.
I can't remember well enough.
They're very similar.
I felt like the Ananda had like pretty like forward treble compared to the HE V2. Like the V2 seemed, but I heard the Ananda at the event, so here it's back.
Yeah.
And
he's dying.
Somebody asked about what about the blue headphones, Z?
What we're just talking. Oh, the blue. Oh, I really did like those.
Those were very strange.
They're not a special use case though, because they have the built-in amplifier. But I mean, if we're including, are we including Did you say we're including the Odyssey Mobius?
Yes.
Then I guess we have to include this. I want to hear the planar revision. There's a company that messaged me that does like a lot of studio stuff, and they have them there.
Which one is
and
the under 1,000 one that would go in this list, or should we do an under 500 one?
Were those under 1,000? Those were $400. Those were.
Which one is that? That's under 400. Or that's 400.
Sadies, the blue Sadies.
Okay.
They're all named after old dogs.
All right. So yeah, I think that's pretty good for a list of nominated headphones.
Nominatrio.
That's a pretty decent sized list.
Yeah, it's like basically half the headphones on the market.
Well, there can only be one for each category.
Well, do you want to do like do you want to go through and select like the top 3 for each category and then just vote on the top 3 instead of having a bunch of options?
But that makes us have to do it. Let's work.
Well, I mean, I think we're at the end of it. We're still going to go through and select something from each category. You guys and I are.
Yeah,
but people are going to select them, and we're going to select some.
From, we're trying to give the people at least a shortened list, but not like the shortest list. Like, hey, Josh's favorite, my favorite, his favorite.
I mean, I feel like if we give people just like these crazy lists and we say pick one of these under 500, it'll give us. I mean, it gives people a lot to choose from. I feel like everything on this list has a somewhat of a fighting chance. So, and then we'll pick our own individual favorites for the awards also. So we'll have our picks and we'll have the people's picks for each category.
The people's choice.
I just got a message.
The people's choice is usually whatever's in stock on Amazon at the time. Everything else is out of stock.
Amplifiers, I feel like, is the next good category.
I mean, just the
789.
Yeah.
789, and then the JDS Labs Atom, and then are we doing an under 500 same price breakdown?
Let's do an under 500 and over. Sorry, let's do
over
under
500?
and over, and let's do an under 100 just to be nice to little lamps.
100 and under, and then above 100 to like 1,000. That's too big a range. Honestly, we can keep this in one category. We're only gonna have like 10 choices total.
That's fair. Yeah, let's just throw them all in. Okay, so we have the Atom, we have the 798, or is it 789? Something like that.
789, baby.
Oof.
THX-AAA 789.
All right. I almost feel like I want to put the EL amp in there because it was such a great amp.
Oh yeah, put the EL amp in there for shit sure. The EL amp, I'm gonna nominate the goddamn Emotiva A100 Bass X because all the fucking power.
Did you guys hear Hugo 2?
I did not. Everyone keeps talking about it.
It was damn good.
I've murderballed Chord to my fans to the point where like I don't think there's any coming back.
All right. Well, I'd like to throw Hugo 2 and the Black Label on there.
Throw it in there. You know what? Not the Black Label. What was the tiny one that God, I hate the naming conventions. It was like the Nano.
Yeah, but the Black
Nanos?
Label has so much power.
Yeah.
Power.
8 watts.
8. Was it 8?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 8.
I think it was 4.
I think it was like 8 at 16 and 4 at 32.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a really steep drop off.
Well, I mean, it halves with your ohms, so that makes sense.
Well, I mean, that's why I picked the Bass X because it's 50 watt, 50 ohms. It's 8 watts.
Topping D50.
Topping D50, I've not heard. I also have
Yeah.
the A30 here.
Oh, the Army ADI 2.
Oh, the Army ADI 2 is end game. Spoilers. Well, not to my patrons. They've all seen that review already. But yeah, no, it's that's his end.
Now, do we want to put that in here under
DAC
amps, or should we
combo.
put that under DACs?
Under end game
Okay.
category.
Let's just say amp and DAC as this list, because.
Are we doing both? In that
Well,
case,
or should we do
with
amps?
the EL
Let's just
stack?
leave it to amps, because the thing is that DACs. There's not many DACs.
Really have yeah, there's not enough DACs. We'll just throw a couple in there. There's a couple good ones on there. The OL DAC from JDS Labs is like the cheapest option.
Yeah.
If you're looking for an actual DAC, it's like $80 still. Is it still 80 or did it drop back up to 100?
Does the Magni and the Liquid Spark deserve to be on this list?
Absolutely, the Liquid Spark does. I don't know what everyone's fucking problem with the Liquid Spark is. All the measurements are wrong. But it's still, I have it, and it's so well built compared to like the Atom that there are times when I'm wondering, like, I'll just take this one.
Well, they kind of represent like 3 places in the market. So the Magni's like, all right, if you want just a shit ton of power, but you don't want.
It's the old standard. It's the old standard.
Well, yeah, you're not getting the cleanest amp, but you're getting a crap ton of power.
It's the cheese pizza with pepperoni on it.
A little bit more power than the Atom, but a little bit less clean according to the measurements, but still very clean. And then the Atom is just really well measuring, but has the least amount of power.
No one's heard the Geshelli Labs Arcal 2, and it's not the most powerful of the bunch, and it's not the prettiest of the bunch. But fuck it, put it on there because it's made in Florida, and we need.
Although it is worth quick disclaimer to the viewers is I haven't actually heard the Atom, I just was basing certain things off of measurements.
You should hear the Atom. It's great.
Yeah, I think I sent them an Instagram message or something like that. I think maybe I didn't. Maybe I just dreamt it.
Who sends Instagram messages? Be a professional.
Well,
Audio
we
GD.
had a discourse before on there.
R2R.
Haven't tried it.
R2R.
Don't know.
I have the R2R. It's great. Here's the thing.
Didn't that come out that it was like super distorted or something?
I think the NFB came out with some measurements saying that it's actually a little bit more colored than we thought.
Yeah.
Which I'm still not like opposed to that. I'm okay with the slight coloring of it, as long as you tell people it is. When you tell them it's flat, that's when you get.
Yeah.
Those benchmark amps were nice, but they were really expensive.
Oh yeah, they were pretty nice. Blue Hawaii was nice too.
Blue Hawaii's great.
Blue Hawaii is very pretty, but I'm not interested in owning one.
That's what the Voce sounds the best with, though. I'm gonna be real. Voce sounds way better on Blue Hawaii than it does anything else.
Let me get the real name of it. Hold on. I think it's the David. Hold on. Just when it comes to tube amps, there's only one that I give a shit. Actually, no, there's 2. Put down the Loxg P20.
Send me a message with that, because that is a thing to spell.
Oh, you fucking worst. It's like a common name.
Type in like P20 tube amp. $100. Oh, the red one? That's super cool looking.
That is a fully balanced hybrid tube amp for $90.
How much power does it have?
A great deal. I don't even know if they say what it is.
How clean is that thing? I'm interested in messing with that.
Wait,
is it OTL or is it hybrid?
It's a hybrid.
Okay,
okay. It's hybrid.
A many watts.
I was gonna say an OTL for that. That'd be insane.
Does not have a many watts. 32 ohms is 385 milliwatts.
Yeah, but you know what? I was pushing 600.
Oh, actually, I lied. 665 milliwatts at 64 ohms out of the balance.
Yeah, I could actually hear a difference on that between single-ended and balanced on both the front and the rear. So I had, what DAC was it at that point that I was plugging into it? I had a DAC that could output both balanced and unbalanced. I think it might have been the Geshelli Labs. Put down the Geshelli Labs Enog 2 as a DAC.
Send me that in the message also.
DAC you can get. I'm sending you a bunch of shit. There's the Tor Audio Roger.
Oh, just spell it.
Desk.
Don't leg me.
It's in the list. It's in goddamn Discord. I hate Discord.
Oh, but you sent me a link to it. I just want the name spelled out.
Read the name. It's right there. Oh, Tor Audio Roger.
Give me the name.
Tor Audio Roger?
I've got a Socris 1541 here that Mod House sent over to me. It's pretty good.
All right.
Geshelli Enog 2 Pro.
Ooh, those are some really rough to spell words.
I'm copy pasting.
Yeah, no, I see that.
There.
I appreciate you.
You can't go wrong with
Someone could do with an Adderall laced
$159.
coffee. Good lord. My heart would explode. I am tired though, but that's just because I'm just not getting enough sleep.
How'd those things work out for you, by the way?
They're great. I turned them up I turned the Bose sleep buds all the way up to the max volume, and my roommates still kept me up all night.
Really?
It's like they knew that I was using something to block out noise, so they were louder.
Question, could you just spend like $200 and put dampening foam in their room? Just the entire room?
Well, they always hang out right outside my bedroom door.
Could you, I don't know, tell them to fuck off?
Yeah, I do that like every 15 minutes, and then they forget.
Just get really mad.
I do, on a very consistent... This has been going on for half a year.
Okay, then just start stabbing people. I mean, if they're not listening...
I'm gonna order a cattle prod.
That'd be funny.
I'm filling out the straw polls, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot we were doing this whole straw poll thing.
Yeah.
I forgot we were doing things. Just things.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes I keep forgetting to talk because I forget that I'm part of this podcast. And
Hi. It's just a DMS Yells cast. I'm printing out return labels for things while we do this. This is actually my time to like sit here and get things done.
Yeah, that guy's got a good idea. Dynamite your door.
Actually, I have 2 blankets nailed to my door on both sides. And my room is covered in sound foam.
You're like, please just shut the fuck up and try to
That's
sleep.
actually what I do. I come out of my room and I'm like, shut up. I'm so tired. I haven't slept in months.
Dude, why don't you just hang out with them while they're awake? When do they sleep? Sleep when they sleep.
They go to sleep at like 7 in the morning.
And then when do they wake up?
Kill Joe
Like
tomorrow.
6 in the
Just start
afternoon.
stabbing
I do
people.
things
Joshua
during the
Bauer,
daytime.
2018. That's
Oh,
pretty
stop. God, it's not hard.
Alright.
Alright, silence. Dead air.
Okay, I just made the list for the first poll. This is going to take me a few minutes to put these polls in. I'm going to go ahead and add the first one into the video description. It's going to be... oh, wait, best headphones under 100. Alright, you guys should be able to vote on the best headphones under 100 poll. I'm going to go on and start making the next one.
Yes, do it. Let's talk about DMS and his polls.
I love it.
So apparently, Insomnia Cookies delivers.
Also, I'm going to put the straw poll in the chat. That should be, yeah, best headphones under 100 straw poll is in the chat. You guys can vote on that. I'm going to go back and check it at a later date. And now I'm going to start typing out the list for best under 500. Oh, this is a task.
You're a task.
You're a task-am.
Oh. I'm okay with that.
You shouldn't be. That's an insult.
What? They're good for being
Garbage.
Budget friendly.
He's just such a...
Don't be an elitist.
He's so bitter. He's so bitter.
He's bitter about everything. He doesn't like anything.
It's because everything's terrible.
Oh, God.
Jennifer Lopez could come up to him and try and seduce him and be like, nah.
Honestly, though,
Actually...
J-Lo, I'd be... You have a thing. You have a very Spanish woman in your life, and you're like, J-Lo is now the equivalent of the greatest thing to you.
Yeah, I would not.
Would like, I would push her away with a stick.
Yeah, I would.
Not J-Lo down. Ask her what her opinion of J-Lo is, and if you should be attracted to J-Lo. She should be like, "Nah, that bitch crazy dirty."
I like white girls too.
Do you?
Just don't bring J-Lo.
Yeah, I'm actually. I don't know why, but like, I'm a huge fan of Angelina Jolie's looks. Like,
this is derailed so far. Also,
I mean, she's obviously a little bit older now, but like when she was younger, like she was so good looking to me for some reason.
There's the link for the best under 500. So make sure you guys vote on that one. I'm setting up the next list as we speak.
Okay, while you're doing that, I kind of want to explain an issue. That Sigma 16 millimeter is off the table.
What?
What happened?
Camera stuff. So it's off the table because it clicks just like my lens right now does, the autofocus.
Yeah, I told you that.
Makes like a, I know, but I read some comments and I was trying to figure out exactly how clicky it is, and it sounds exactly like mine.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want one that doesn't
so-
click, you have to go with the 2.8, which is the art.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. 2.8's for dum-dums.
2.8 has
Yeah.
got plenty.
Yeah, camera stuff. Yeah, GoPros. I'm actually going backwards in my GoPro thing. I went from the Hero 5 for streaming.
You told us. You
to
told
the Hero
us.
4. Didn't tell people who are watching this stream. I'll tell you again. I'll tell you until you fucking get it.
So should we have a Sigma 18 to 35 for the win for sure? Unfortunately, the autofocus is loud AF. I rock the 18 to 35 right now, so I know. Should we have a separate straw poll that's straight up best value? So like what you're getting for your money?
We could.
Because for example, I think that the 5.8x is a better value than the 6XX is, but I think the 6XX is a better headphone. But does that make any sense?
Yeah. All right, here's the straw poll for the under 1,000. And now I gotta do. Oh, that's yeah. And then now I gotta do over 1,000.
1990s.
1990s aren't over 1,000.
No, I was talking about the under 1,000 thing.
Ah.
I kind of want to do L300 limited, so I don't know.
Oh, they're so good.
The problem with L300 limited is like there's a huge caveat depending on what energizer you're using, because they don't all sound the same.
I mean, I'm honestly pretty smitten now because I have the IESL, which is the $1,300 energizer converter that IFI makes. So you have to feed it either from a speaker amp or the iCan Pro or and the reason I bought it, a balanced output of a headphone amplifier. And I was using my Ona 7 to do it, and it got up there, and I was like, all right, I gotta max it out. And now I have the 789 feeding it, and oh baby, that's better, best energizer I've ever heard. Fuck Blue Hawaii, it's ass.
The Alexa's doing pretty good for under 1,000.
It's because it's amazing.
Where are these polls? Where can I see these polls?
You click on the links.
It's too much work.
Best headphones under.
And now I'm putting in the best headphones over 1,000. So you guys can click that link, vote there. Make sure if you're watching this after the fact that you vote.
Pro 82s.
You should get a pair just to wear them. I'm not joking. Every time I put them on, I'm astonished at any other headphone I ever wear because they're the most comfortable. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Post the same link twice. Up top.
Good job, genius.
Oh, he's posting the same link twice both times.
All right, I'm almost done with this list.
It's gotta have to be. It's gotta be. It's just gotta be Aeolus at the end.
Aeolus is so good.
On the erupts, they were good. I heard them for about, I don't know, a minute.
Wow.
They were good though. The build quality is nice.
Build quality is amazing, which is why the damn JDS Labs Atom is so sad. Because I know they can make it out of metal in like $145, and it would just be like,
Then it'd be $145 though.
I know, that's the problem. They can't squeeze it down.
Yo,
They put all of it into the circuitry though, and I'm not complaining.
Did your cousin get those the rolls yet?
I don't know. I think they're on the way.
Tell them to send them to me first. I'll sign them. be honored.
All right, and now I'm putting the amps poll up. Oh, shit. Did I just do that? There we go. Okay, I didn't lose the... I thought I lost the amps poll.
That'd be the greatest thing ever.
I thought that I, like, typed it all up and then clicked away from it, but I went back and it was still okay. I'm about to post this one in.
Most of the review is sub 1 to 3,000. He did it all the time, Z... What?
Why no focal Alliers over 1,000? Because the Allier is hot garbage.
It wouldn't matter what Josh and DMS think about the erupts, by the way, because they specifically took back my set to match the tuning on it to the sets they're creating. Because I jerked off so hard and raised their campaign to like 220,000. So I'm like, this is the one, these are the ones you're gonna make.
The Alexa's on the list, though. Heyo. I posted every single link twice. So
why we don't review headphones over 5 to 7K? Well, partially because nobody offers to send them to us.
Yeah, that's
like
very
3.
expensive.
There's like 3 of those.
Yeah, and there's only like 3.
All right, I'm
know
gonna
the best one.
I'm gonna see what you guys are saying.
I mean, my lust for trying new headphones has pretty much like gone away. Like I'm kind of just like, if it shows up, it shows up, cool. Except for the HE1. That is one headphone that I want to try for sure before I die. Everything else,
it breaks you, man.
It's weird because it's like warm sound. It's like melty warm sound. It's great.
All right, let's see.
How many polls you put up? 3?
Like a bunch, like 5. So far, 660S is getting a lot of votes.
It's a great. I mean, I know you don't like it very much, CMS, but I think
I never said that I dislike it. I just don't like it as much as the rest of them.
Yeah, I don't know how you.
Because detail.
All right,
I don't see why you don't think they have detail, like.
Because they just don't.
All right, I'm gonna post all these to
Everyone disagrees with you, though.
And actually, most people I've talked to have said they don't like the 660S.
Most people are voting that the 660S is the superior under $500 headphone. What are you talking about?
Compared to 1990? Because 1990 isn't in that list.
Oh, I don't know about compared to 1990.
I usually tell everyone to get 1990 instead.
I mean, it's $100 difference, so... I mean... Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people like 1990s and Alex. Let's see, best headphones over 1,000. Results. Aeolus is just dominating. 0 votes for TH909.
Even I couldn't vote for that because I had to vote for the Aeolus. But I wanted them to be on the list. God damn it!
I'm gonna
They're
look
on
at
my wall. I spent the money. They sound amazing with the right
you
amp.
bought those?
I bought those.
We really?
Mad lad.
We were talking at RMAF and we were like, "They're good."
I just kept going back to them. No, you and DMS kept agreeing to each other, and I just kept listening to them over and over and over again. And then I held them in my hands, and then I put them on other people.
Are you proud of your decision? Are you happy now?
Oh yeah, baby.
No, you're not.
Look at my wall. Look at them fucking red bastards up there.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, I can't see anything either.
Look
But
harder.
yeah, no.
The imaging is so good.
The imaging is so good that I forget about everything else about these that sucks.
Nothing about them sucks except for the fact you plug them into any other amp than specifically like the one I brought to RMAF. That's the thing. They're so amp dependent, so brutally amplifier dependent that I plugged them in everything in my house. And the best amps were the Oppo Hot 2, which is the one I brought to RMAF,
How convenient.
and the fucking
Hello.
XTO5. I have an $1,800 pair of headphones that I need to plug into a $200 portable fucking amp. But when I do it, I come.
That might be a medical condition, Z. Might want to get that checked out. I'm a little bit worried about you.
I did. 95% of the time you're annoying as fuck, but that extra 5%.
It is that extra 5%.
It makes it
That's
all
all I
worth
want.
it.
I only want the people who laugh. Everyone else can look at my anime backgrounds and say, this guy's not serious, and leave. I don't want to talk to them.
Oh fuck, that's hilarious.
All right, well, I think that's pretty good for everything, isn't it? They were pretty solid. I think now we just gotta count the votes as they come in. I haven't done anything for speakers or IEMs because there's just a billion IEMs and a billion speakers.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that you and I have very little experience in that category. Oh, maybe you have more than I do, for sure, but I definitely don't have any. And I feel like Z is probably like the only one who's qualified to really.
I'm swimming in speakers. I've got 2 pairs in my bedroom I've not even opened up. And
I mostly just listen to old speakers or studio monitors.
He's Magnapans. Everyone keeps
Yeah,
screaming Magnapans.
I'm a Magnapan person. I like Magnapans and old Bowers and Wilkins from like a million years ago.
I'm pinning those polls in Z reviews.
That's
and I
so
think I'm
much.
gonna forward them also to Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
So excited.
on a side note, I think I'm kind of not really getting excited about IEMs. I don't know why. I've been
What?
really trying
What'd you
to
say?
get
You're
into 'em.
super gay? There's nothing wrong with that, Josh. It's okay. No, I know what you mean. I didn't really like IEMs for a long time, and I probably like. There's only a couple IEMs that have made me really like IEMs. Yeah, no, IEMs aren't for everyone. I think custom IEMs changed that a lot, and then Andromeda's changed that a lot for me.
Well, it's just like a thing that I can't get over something being in my ear. Like it really
Haas
just
got that
isn't very
issue.
comfortable for me.
She won't put anything in her ears, giggity. But that's why I think KSC 75s literally eliminate. They're there for those people.
KSC 75s are the eye sign killers.
They basically are. I actually mentioned them in the review. I just tapped the review out. I'm like, look, if I could go back, I would say that these are more balanced. They're so insane.
You really need to listen to them with TrueFi and just be frightened. Why am I wearing LCD 2Cs? Because they have vegan pads on them, and they're just so squishy.
God, how did we end up talking about vegans in an audio podcast? Vegans?
I ripped my
vegans.
vegan pads off my M1060Cs because
You animal.
What's his name? Ursine sent me a pad adapters he made with magnets in them, so you could actually attach mag pads to them and then clip them onto the M1060s.
I need that for LCDs.
Well, exactly. However, here's the problem. I was using the glue remnants from the pads on the M1060Cs.
So you ripped off a lot of the leather stuff.
All of it.
Yeah, my vegan pads
I
are.
have a brown
Look,
magic marker
watch
for
the
20
stream for a
minutes on the live
second.
stream. Oh, I'm working the stream. Hold on.
These
hold
don't
on,
actually stay onto my LCDs anymore because I've used these vegan pads on so many pairs of LCDs that these pads I literally just put them on and they just kind of stay on and then I put them against my
that's what mine
head.
look like.
Yeah.
Oh god.
They don't
What
even
the
stay
heck?
on anymore. Because
Do you have a metal ring in there? Because that'll probably be held on with a metal ring if you have the magnets. in
Quick
there.
question for you.
it doesn't do it.
If you put it in metal gauges, do your ears vibrate with a planar headphone?
They don't make any magnetic gauges that I know of. They're all surgical steel. That'd be pretty crazy.
Get on
But
it.
I usually use silicone because silicone's the most comfortable and I can squish it.
Yeah.
All right, I posted it to Z Reviews, and immediately Mitchapalooza is like, "This straw poll is fucked. Limited selection, and you're pitting $150 headphones against $500 ones." Wow.
You heard it here first. DMS likes to get his diameter expanded.
I bet he does.
I'm just kidding.
You want headphones that sound like Maggie's that doesn't exist. I'm sorry.
Headphones that sound like Magnapans. I don't know. Wait for those Virum ones. Even though I don't know what Magnapans sound like in your particular room.
Magnapans just sound like the biggest, most massive sound you can imagine. Like speakers with
Interstellar. Watching the movie Interstellar with Magnapans would be pretty incredible.
probably would be. Here's the thing about Magnapans. Think of the biggest, widest, hugest soundstage you could possibly imagine with a speaker, and just
Okay.
throw that out the window and just like quadruple it in every direction, and it's a Magnapan.
So what's the? I'm actually like somewhat curious about getting a pair. How much do they usually run?
It depends on what generation you're looking at. You can get them for a few $100s or a few $1,000s.
Huh. Has anybody tried the desktop versions, like the mini Maggies?
No, but that's usually you don't want to go under 4 feet usually with Magnapans.
And where do you buy them? From like
just vintage places is where you're gonna get most of them. You can get newer ones, but the old ones from like the pair that I had was last serviced in I think in '88 is the last time they were serviced, because they have a service sticker on the back. Look for like the mid '80s Magnapans. I really like those a lot.
I love how you're just like, oh, this is the greatest. You know, no one can buy them. Everyone has to go and scramble for them on eBay and make them cost $1 trillion.
No, you can definitely get them. I've seen pairs before on Craigslist that are dirt cheap, and some that are really expensive on eBay. They're all over the place. Here, you know what? Let's
Yeah,
I'm
curious about those. I don't think I would get the girlfriend approval factor though.
Yeah, and here's the thing: you have to move them like probably about 4 feet off your wall for them to start working. They don't sound good anywhere near a wall.
Then I would,
because they're open baffle.
The girlfriend approval factor for that. What kind of power do they require usually?
Just a stupid amount. Just stupid power. Like an amp that normally
I can handle it.
If you had to turn an amp up to like 50% to power your speakers, normally it's not going to power Magnapans.
We talking like 600, 700, 800 watts? What are we?
1,550 watts per
I
channel.
give them Class A about 80 watts.
Oh, okay.
Now I don't give them all of that 80 watts, but Class A probably you could probably power them on like a 50 watt Class A amp. You just need to be making sure you're picking a decent amp.
It's weak numbers, bro. Weak numbers. Gotta rookie numbers. You gotta bump those numbers up.
Oh my God! There's a guy here with a crazy looking set of MG12 QRs in my city.
What even is
Magnapans? This is just wacky. He's got the crossovers are all built in big wooden external boxes.
Yeah, I've seen.
I'll send you guys a link to this. This is some weird stuff. We're getting so far off topic. We should probably
Any reason no 6XXs on that list? Did we forget to put the 6XXs?
I probably forgot to put the 6XXs in the list.
Well, you put the 660s and the 58Xs.
Yeah, I feel like that's enough Sennheiser.
Yeah, it's like...
Maybe I'll do a thing with my microphones, and I know Z, you do the sound demo stuff, and maybe one day I'll do something with my Magnapans and all these mics, so...
Just all of them. Just put them in a cluster around your head and just walk into the Magnapan.
Yeah, I'll do that one day, and then everyone's gonna be like, "You're copying Z. You're a terrible hack of a YouTuber."
And I don't have gauges. No one can see.
And then
Imagine
Zeos is gonna say,
"Oh my God, are you gonna re-upload one of my videos, but you're gonna edit the shadow to make it look like I have a gauge?"
Yeah, and then everyone's gonna be
Giant gauges.
after I do the thing with Magnapans and microphones, then everyone's gonna freak out, and Z, you're totally gonna care a whole lot. You're gonna be so mad, I'm sure.
When does the RMAF footage come out?
Whenever you send me your B-roll challenge thing, so I can edit it into it.
Oh, I just don't feel like doing that.
Well, I don't feel like editing through 7 days of RMAF footage, but I'm
Are you
doing
still gonna
it.
put that out? Yeah, that's right. You're terrible. You're a terrible person. That's right. Okay.
I'm waiting on Josh to send me the thing I'm putting in the very beginning of part 2.
It's Josh's fault. Josh, it's your fault.
It's always, it's completely Josh's
he's
fault.
waiting for like 30 seconds of just random footage, so really it's not my fault.
It's
He's just
completely
making
your fault.
excuses, But okay, well, I'll think about possibly working on it, but
You should
I got
do
a lot
that.
of stuff to do. So
If you guys are upset about RMAF part 2, bug Josh about it, not me.
no, fuck off. No, don't do that. Leave me alone.
You get content.
No, we're doing a B-roll challenge, like back and forth for the very beginning of it. It's fun.
Get on it.
All right, well, it's about that time, I think, guys. So,
Is it?
I don't know. We've been going for an hour and a half.
Hammer time?
The hammer time. Well, actually, it's time for me to probably eat something, and I have to build a
Nope.
camera rig for a shoot tomorrow.
Eating is overrated.
And I also want to listen to my speakers.
That is true. I'm gonna do some sound demos, even though I kind of agree that it's gonna mess up what I'm trying to record, but I think I can get it because I've walked around with those mics in the phone block. It just sounds amazing. So I can just get them placed perfectly. I think I can get a good sound demo out of it.
You do you.
I mean, worst case scenario, I just have to redo them.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. We are going to be doing more of these. It's going to be a little bit weird over the next week because holiday season. But after that, the next will be sporadic. But then after that, expect them to be on a weekly schedule as we go through season 3 of the podcast. We're back, but we're not back, but we're also back. The podcast is back.
Yes, you can look forward to some of these sometimes, maybe. That's the best we could do.
Yeah, but we're trying. We're doing our best. Anyway, all right, well, see you guys.
Peace.